Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to talk about kit from ICM. This is a model which is modded in 1/35 scale. It copies ZiL-131 KShM truck with Soviet drivers, so it means we get truck together with figures, and it might be a good base for a diorama project. And of course this is a commercial sample, so it means you'll get exactly the same stuff. We are going to open it and check what is hidden inside. So first of all, box size is typical for this brand. Here you can see comparison with my hand, and box art is really good. Then on the side we have some information about the kit. So there are 230 parts plus 13 parts for figures, and assembled model will measure 212 millimeters length. And here we have also short history note. From the opposite side you will find the marking guide for the same marking as you see on the box art. So let's open it. By the way, it is quite heavy box, surprisingly. Maybe because of the parts count, maybe because of the plastic type used here. But jokes aside, I mean, it is noticeable that it has really large, big weight. So here is what we have inside. First of all the sprues are connected together with this rubber band, and we have the truck parts packed into the separate plastic bag. What hints that you can get those kits separately if you would like to, but I mean, of course here you get them in a bit more price efficient way. So first of all we have separate plastic bag with the gray plastic sprue for figures, and here it is. So there are 2 figures in total. Let's zoom in, open the camera a bit. Now you should be able to see it. So these are typical 1/35 scale figures. As you can see, parts division is also traditional. We have separate legs, torso and hands, and overall detailing looks fine. I can bring it closer so that you can see the head detailing. It is also quite nice. Here you can check it closer. So I think with some careful painting you'll be able to get a decent result, and let's not forget that this is out of the box bonus. You don't have to pay any extra money in order to get a decent result. Next we go on. I'm opening another plastic bag, so sorry for loud sounds. Okay. So here we have brown plastic sprues for truck parts. I'm going to show them one by one. Here's the first one. So ICM decided to place on this first sprue several types of parts. So first of all, here we have large chassis bars. We also have few tank parts, engine parts, wheel axles, and what else? Some drivetrain elements, and everything looks completely fine. I mean, this is 1/35 scale, and it's really cool to get such detailing out of the box. I mean, you don't have to spend extra money in order to improve your truck in case you plan to. I mean, as long as you spend some time on painting and weathering all those bits, you will be good to go. Okay. Next we go on with wheel rims. Here they are. So wheel rims are molded just like this on the separate frames. These are basically the interconnection between those two parts, and then you can just paint them and combine them with vinyl tires. And yes, this kit features vinyl tires, not the plastic tires, so you have to live with this fact, let's say. Next we go on with another plastic sprue, steering wheel almost in the center of the sprue. Here we have various minor handles which will be applied to the front cap. These parts are used for the front seats. Here we have the headlamp guards which are molded as one-piece elements, and of course I am more than sure that there should be some upgrade sets which will replace these guards with P parts. I mean, they just asking for it. It's not, I'm not saying that they're that bad, but a lot of modelers like to replace such elements with PE parts. Now I am opening another plastic bag. This one is dedicated to clear plastic frame. Here it is. Let's zoom in. So here you'll find glasses for the front cap. As you can see, molding quality is really great. I do not see any possible issue with those elements. The only thing you have to be aware of is that there are no masks included, so you have to do everything with your own hands. Next we continue with another plastic sprue. This one is dedicated to various accessories which will be installed into the rear section of the truck. So it's really cool that we get at least something, because some manufacturers just forget about it. You get the empty rear side and then you are free to do whatever you would like to. But here at least manufacturer decided to place several elements for this section. And as you can see, it should be glued out of several panels, so be sure to get the right alignment. Here we have another chassis bar. I guess the next sprue will have the opposite side, so just give me a second to move this one off the table. So yes, we have another one with one more chassis bar here, and we have more of the rear side or rear section panels here, which look quite nice. We have special guiding pins here, or guiding swords for all those elements which will be applied externally, and here inside you can notice that we have some push rod marks, but they will be barely visible unless you decide to expose the interior in some way, let's say. Next we go on with another plastic bag, so just give me a second, I'm opening it in order to display you what we have here. Well, we have the vinyl tires here, and those are nice looking parts. I mean, for out of the box build it should be okay. As you can see, the tire looks completely fine. Of course we do not have any detailing on the walls, but if you would like to have a bit more detailed view in such scale, I would recommend to resort to resin, because there are some resin upgrades available for ZiL trucks, and wheels are one of them. And in my opinion, this kit deserves it if you plan to get to do a more or less realistic build. Next we have another clear plastic sprue, so this one is dedicated to the front cap. As you can see, molding quality looks great as well. And again, the only thing you will have to be worried about is mask sheet, because masks are not included here. And last but not the least is this plastic sprue. So as you can guess, here we get various front cap parts. So we are going to zoom out again, and here you can see all those panels. Molding quality seems to be fine. Attachment points are thin enough in order to carefully separate all this stuff from the frame, so I don't think you will have any possible issue with these elements. And note that bonnet is molded separately, so you can open it and expose the engine inside. Now let's move on to the assembly manual. So here it is. This is a typical ICM brochure, color printed, with short history note on the first page, and also technical specifications here. Next we go on with decals sheet here. So decals look really good, and we have all necessary symbols for several marking options. So I mean, they will come handy during assembly process. Next we go on with separate insert for figures. So here we have parts map, and then on the next page we have painting chart or painting guide for these figures. Let's not forget that there are two drivers. Here we continue with parts map. Next we start assembly of the main chassis, and as you can see, next you move on to fuel tanks, gearbox, drivetrain, engine here. Then we install the radiator and front bumper. And next we go on with wheel axles. And note that here you have to assemble the wheel axle, install the wheels, and then connect all this stuff together with mainframe. Obviously, professionals won't be doing it in such order, so I mean, that just looks funny, because usually all wheels are left out until the last steps of assembly. Here we continue with the front suspension, then we start assembling the front cap. As you remember, it is a matter of combining several panels together. Next we continue with rear wall of the front cap. Here we install the windscreen, wheel arches. As you can see, these are two separate parts. Then we have the radiator or front mask. Here we have the separate bonnet, and note that manufacturer shows that you should install it in a closed position, but of course I would rather think how to open it and expose what is hidden inside. Next we continue with minor elements such as handles and side view mirrors. Here we start assembling the rear section. Again, it's a matter of combining together the separate panels and then installing various equipment inside. and outside as well. Next we continue with spare wheel here. It will be installed also on the rear section. Here you can see it. And of course then you install all this stuff onto the main chassis, and that's the finished vehicle. So in total you have to perform 125 steps, which is really impressive. Next we continue with first marking option, which comes from USSR Army in 1986, one more from Czechoslovak Army late 1980s. Here we have also several other marking guides, so it's just a matter of different number plates, license plates, and also various signs here on the rear side. So I guess you will understand what to do, and also don't forget to apply those symbols on the front doors. So, as I said before, this kit should be already available in Model-MX website. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about this kit here in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to press the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for watching, and bye!